Hi friends, welcome to Follow Up Friday. I've been called the Fashion Diva, so I thought I'd step it up a little bit. Don't mind the sounds you hear from upstairs because Mako is upstairs deciding to be as loud as possible when I did my follow-up today. So, why am I wearing a garbage bag? Well, I've been showing a lot of houses lately. It's a great market. For most of my buyers, I've only had to go in once or twice and we're ready. They know what they want. And so, I do apologize. That is very annoying, that sound. But I think people forget when they're selling a house how important our senses are. So, I thought we need to bring to the attention that smell. It can look and change the entire showing just by the smell of your home. So before we list, I go through your house, I tell you about staging, I tell you what you should have there, what you shouldn't have, and I am very serious about pointing out smells. The one I always start with if someone has a pet is the smell and the look of the dog or cat. If people see animal things, they automatically smell it. We have a puppy, I don't smell it in my house, I mean we have to vacuum every day, but it's important to me that my house doesn't smell like dog. But I also am probably used to the smell. So when I come into your home and say we're getting ready to list, what's super important? If I see dog stuff, if I see bowls, if I see a cat scratcher, what if I see a fish tank? Something like that. The smell automatically will be there. I guarantee someone's going to walk in, they see, they're like, oh, they have a pet. And they automatically start thinking, I can smell it. Or they start sniffing for it specifically throughout the house. So when we do showings, the pet disappears. Everything about the pet. The cage, the bowls, the toys, the leashes, everything goes. Because if you see pet, you smell pet. So, another important smell that everyone thinks is great is the fragrances. That to me automatically starts a conspiracy theory. What are they trying to cover up? I've been in houses where there's a smoker and you're like, whoa, it's strong, and there is the potpourris, there's the Febreze, there's the little Lysol opens or Glade things, there's even some people have the wax burners or just candles in every single room. And where sometimes that's nice, maybe you walk into a kitchen and it just sets an ambiance, sometimes it's just overwhelming and you actually focus so much on the smell. Now, I'm a very sensitive person. So when I come into a house, I mean, it just hits me. The house could be the most gorgeous thing ever, but if there's a ton of candles, I instantly get a headache. If you walk into a closet, you smell a heavy cologne, you instantly it hits you, right? And you're completely distracted from looking at the home. Someone is completely distracted at what's important about the house because they're smelling things, especially if someone is sensitive. The reason I'm wearing a garbage bag, and I think is important to point out, is people are going to open cupboards, right? When we go to a house, I want to see how much room do we have in here. Oh, thankfully it's organized today. How much room do I have for storage? Oh, what's underneath here? What's under the cabinets? What if your garbage smells? It's going to change instantly the thought of that kitchen, right? You have this gorgeous kitchen, and all of a sudden you open it, oh, what was in that garbage? So before your showings, before we list and get ready, take the trash out. It takes 2 minutes, just, I don't even care if you throw it in a garbage can, throw it in your trunk of your car, and get out the house. Take the trash with you. Speaking of garbage cans, what if trash hasn't come yet? And outside of your house, you either have all these overflowing cans, or you keep it in your garage. Clients are going to walk by that. It is really important when we're selling your home that you think of these little things because they make a difference. They make a huge difference. While we're in the kitchen, let's talk about wash rags or towels. I'm sure many of you have just let that towel sit way too long and it gets musty. And they're walking by, and especially if there's moms, right? Or if, let's say someone's extremely picky about how cleaned up their kitchen is. They walk by that sink and, oh, there's a musty smell. Is it the towel? Is it the garbage disposal? These are little important things that you have to pay attention to when you're selling your house. Take an orange peel and throw it down the garbage disposal. Fragrant it up, right? Throw your wash towels in the washer. They don't even have to wash them for right now. Just put them away so you can't smell them. We're still in the kitchen, guys. Do you guys cook? This mama cooks all the time. And I love garlic. I absolutely love garlic. I like to cook with onion. I don't like to eat onion, but I like to cook with onion. And I use a lot of spices. When I visit my brother and sis in Texas, there is always a spice going on. Maybe there's a shrimp boil. Well, if they're going to show the house the next day and I'm their agent, we're not having a shrimp boil. We're also not cooking garlic and pepper steak that night. We're not making a huge thing of sauce the night before. We're not having a roast. Nope, not for a week. No cabbage, no Brussels sprouts, things like that. Those strong smells are a huge deterrent when people walk in the kitchen. I know you've been to a restaurant and all of a sudden you have that smell on you because there's a fryer in the background. Or you spent all day and you had a roast on and it smells great, but then when you go upstairs to get ready for bed, your clothes still smell like it. I like to smell it when I'm eating it, not when I walk out. It's the same thing with a client walking in your house. When you are cooking and you're selling a home, you have to be very aware of what you're cooking that day before showings. It sounds crazy, but it's important. Another big pet peeve of mine, and I'm not even selling my house, is when my husband or my son eat tuna. There is no stronger smell than a disgusting tuna can. So you throw it in the trash when you're done. You throw in the extra down the garbage disposal. That's going to linger. So you have to be aware. Have that crazy agent, walk through your house, and you have to just be aware of what you're eating that week. There are some things, this is I guess the Downy Wrinkle Release, but Febreze makes a really good one too. It's just light. You don't go dousing all of your furniture in smells. These packets aren't bad either. This one's a cinnamon, but it's just very light. It's not overwhelming. Some of the plugins and some of the odor eliminators that you open up and you set places can be a little too strong. I see them in vacant houses because it takes away that musty smell. If you're a home you've already left and it is vacant, or you flipped a house and you're an investor and you're working with me, we are not going to put a million plugins or scent releasers or gel whatevers all over the house. We're going to make sure we air out the house every once in a while, open a window a little bit, come back, put the dehumidifier in the basement, because things do get stale if it's closed up, but your agent that is on top of it will make sure that it's not. The last one I want to talk about, nobody wants to talk about, is the bathroom. It's nature. We all use it. What does it smell like? Okay, this mama is very in tune to her smells, and she has 3 children and a husband. So, what does the bathroom smell like? Take a few minutes, because it's a daily process for a lot of people when you're selling your house, to clean your bathrooms before you leave. Do a couple extra flushes, make sure it's tidied up, the garbages are emptied, and it's clean. I showed a bathroom today. The house is vacant. The toilet was disgusting because they put an old cleaner in there, but then they turned the water off, so now there's stains all through it. These little details matter. So what is that smell? Hopefully it's just the new buyer looking to buy your home that smells like they're going to make an offer. Not it smells and distracts from completely deciding on what the showing is going to be like. So, take out the trash. Don't have too many overwhelming smelly goods in the house. Watch what you're cooking. And do a little extra cleaning. And remember, sorry Mako, but when we sell, all your stuff has to go away. If you're living in your home and you have a dog, cat, I would recommend, and always possible, that during showings that animal disappears to a neighbor's, to a friend's, and all of the stuff with it get packed in a tote somewhere, and it's gone until those showings are over. And then you pull them back out. All right, guys, it's still a great market. I'm ready to list your home. I have buyers all over Pittsburgh, and we are ready to come smell your house and put in an offer. So give me a call. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope the Pittsburgh weather holds off and we're not getting the crazy snow. Have a great weekend, guys.